Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to another fantastic podcast. However, if you're not listening to this on patreon.com/JaboodieDubs, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's kind of old. It's been sitting around for about a week or two. So if you want the podcast right when it comes out, you got to go over to patreon.com/JaboodieDubs. You guys make it possible. Without you, we would probably be throwing hands over at Whataburger. Let's do some pod.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fantastic podcast starring your hosts, Justin, Damon, and Pops. Yeah, there's a lot of podcasts out there, but this is another fantastic podcast.
Yay.
We're
Yay.
back and better than ever.
Y'all say something about throwing hands over Whataburger? Y'all say something about throwing hands?
Who talking shit on Whataburger?
Y'all trying to talk shit on my burger?
You know what? I do want to punch people when they go, I went to fucking In-N-Out and I went to Whataburger. Fucking In-N-Out can suck my dick. I want to punch that guy.
Fighting over food.
Me too.
Fuck
People
you,
care
dude.
about their food, dude. They got to rank their food.
But
they got to stand by their food.
Don't talk bad on my In-N-Out though. That's all
It
I'm
is
saying.
like
You
That's
talk
all
bad
I'm
on my
saying.
burger, you talking bad on me.
It's like that old school console wars. Like, don't talk shit about my Nintendo. My Nintendo is the best.
No,
Chad Wood.
My Sony PlayStation, dude.
Dude, people take their food very serious.
Motherfucker. Chad Wood. Shout out. What's going on, people? We're back with the
Yo.
pod in your face. Still kicking ass. Still the best podcast in the world.
The best.
Actually,
We
true.
won a Grammy. We just been cleaning up. It's been a good year so far with the pod. Is this the first pod of the year?
It
I
might
believe
be.
so, yeah. I think our last pod was Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We left off
Oh,
on
it's
a
been a
very
minute.
depressing note.
Your boys been busy.
True.
We had to go do a tour parade around the pod because it's just been winning so many awards left and right. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for being a part of
And,
that.
Appreciate it. You guys didn't see us at the Grammys. We were low profile.
And Belly Eilish, quit trying to DM me. I'm very busy, okay? So just stop it,
I know.
all right?
I'm glad you just turned 18, but still.
Congrats.
No.
But, not interested.
So we've been working on the stream a lot lately because the last couple Jaboody Dubs uploads took a block. They got blocked.
Wait, what do you mean by
pooped on.
blocked? What do you mean
They
by
got
blocked?
blocked. They got blocked.
I have a question.
I tried to upload a cartoon and it got blocked. Tried to upload a Christmas dub, blocked. I
Damn.
think we tried to upload a highlight,
Movie dub?
blocked.
Yep.
Actually, Miami Connection got taken down for American audiences.
Blocked.
Damn it.
Blocked. We got blocked so hard the last couple uploads. So we decided to not let it destroy our spirits. So we've been upping everything else that we needed to get to, the stream stuff. We've got some cool stuff coming for the Patreon. That's what we've been working on, too.
Yeah.
We are updating our Patreon, and we're making it thick AF.
Let's go.
Tell
So
'em.
if I'm already a patron,
Yes.
which shout outs to you,
Yes, I am.
do you lose anything?
I'd better not.
Oh, do
Do
they?
you,
I'd
do
hope
you
not.
think
Why would you
we'd,
suggest such a
we'd
thing?
make it so that they lose anything, Pops? They only gain
We're giving you guys more.
all these gains.
We're giving more to
More
the patrons,
rewards.
so expect the Patreon to get a big, thick update
Yeah.
real soon.
Just as a huge thank you, because like we said, you guys have kept this ship afloat during all these perilous YouTube times. So
Yes.
we just, our appreciation.
Yeah.
Our
And,
appreciation for you
I also
guys.
want to challenge anybody out there that's purchased any of our merch. If you can DM us, you wearing it, or
Oh, that's right.
have a dog wear it, we'll showcase it and make you look really cute.
What would be the best way for them to do that?
Probably tweet it.
Discord or Twitter.
Twitter DM.
Guys.
Twitter DM you wearing our merch. Might make it
Yeah.
in our new Patreon. We're going to do a new video for
Let's
that.
go.
Little channel update video. And the people can, you guys can get your faces on there, maybe wearing our shirt,
Yeah,
showing it off.
because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I mean, we make the content, right? I mean, at least that's the illusion we give off. But it's
That's what they
actually
think.
you guys produce the content, so
Yeah.
it's you guys
Oh,
is
yeah.
rewarding all the the
Correct.
rates and the rewards. So, there you
So
go.
yes, expect big updates. We've been working around the clock, making that dope, making it better, seeing what we could add, what we can make better, what we can make easier for the patrons.
Yeah.
Because you guys make it possible. You guys make it
Hell-
possible. It goes
oh,
around.
Hell yeah. But not only are we, working on the stream or the Patreon, we're working on the streams as well, people. We got a lot of things planned for these upcoming streams in the future.
Oh yes,
Hell,
D&D, and expect really the D&D is a ways out, but expect cool things for that. We got some really dope shit. We've been buying a lot of
Props,
props and assets
costumes.
and things for that. So
Yeah, I don't know why, but people
Boys.
just love our cosplay Kingdom Hearts
Boys.
3 streams. So we decided let's keep the cosplays going.
So D&D is going to be real hype. It'll be a ways out. And then expect really cool stuff around Resident Evil 3 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake for the stream. A lot of pre-production-y cool shit going down.
Yep.
And as far as the dubs, we got a cartoon finally back on the work. I finally poked around and found one that works, doesn't get blocked. So
Something from something we've done in the past.
So now we can actually work on a dub that will see the light of day, because it's always
Finally.
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I love supporting the patrons. I love giving them some, surprising the patrons, spoiling the patrons.
Mhm.
But so I think we have a dub in the works that could potentially actually get uploaded.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
It could actually go on the YouTube channel.
Well, I mean,
We got one, boys.
could
We
actually-
got one
Maybe.
past copyright.
don't get people's hopes up just yet. Let
Yeah.
it launch first.
No, we gotta have faith.
It just
we
sucks
gotta
to-
have faith out
It
here.
really sucks to work on. It sucks to work on a project for a week or two straight and put everything into it, and then it just gets shitted on. But at least
Yeah.
the patrons get to enjoy it. So there you go. And VR, we got some cool stuff for the streams. It looks like Wednesday we got a little. We went ahead and got ourselves a whiteboard.
Wow,
Let's go.
dude.
Let's go.
Wow,
Bigger and-
2020.
Bigger and better
Yeah.
things here at Jaboody Studios.
Yo, you heard it for here, patrons. You guys are funding whiteboards.
Productivity is through the
You
roof.
guys, we have like 3 or 4 markers.
We have like some real scheduling going on now. And the VR stuff seems to be our Wednesday days.
I
We
think
just experiment with weird VR shit.
2020 is going to be a big VR year for us.
Yeah, and we have the right setup for it, so
True.
it makes sense. So I was like, we got to do more VR. Just no one else can
Yeah.
really do what we do.
Might as well.
Yeah, we gotta
we
be
love
the
doing
reigning
it.
champs.
We
It
love
is-
doing it.
Yeah, it's so fun. I've been loving the Skyrim VR shit.
So
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, Skyrim VR. If you guys have missed out on the Skyrim VR, make sure you get in on the Skyrim VR.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Don't
where,
miss it.
Where else can you see Jesus twerking on a giant lizard? I mean,
Jesus-
where else can you see
Jesus
that?
and a lizard.
Oh, I know a
running
few
around.
websites.
Oh, really? Okay.
I know a few websites.
Frolicking. But yeah, that's it for the Jaboody update here
Well,
on the Fantastic Podcast.
Real quick, Valentine's Day, we're going to do a marathon, 12-hour marathon.
Oh yeah, I almost
Another
forgot.
one. Another
and
one.
if you're single, you're definitely not going to want to miss this because I'm going to teach you how to have sex.
Or if you've got your girlfriend, you guys haven't figured that out yet, you should watch.
But don't let her watch.
Yeah. Keep that on the down low.
Yeah.
Because Pops is legit telling you guys the 100% foolproof way
Yeah.
to get laid.
Make her
you
squirt?
guys. Make her squirt.
I'll show you the Spider-Man tech.
She says it's not possible. No, Pops knows a way.
I
we-
say
can we do it?
I say watch it with your loved one. You guys will learn something together.
You know what I'm going to do?
Okay.
An erotic Jaboody.
I'm going to carve out a watermelon. I'm going to make it squirt on camera.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Bring your ponchos, people.
You will get wet.
Can we
actually do that?
Let's do that, dude.
I'll actually do it.
Let's do that, dude. Dude, this would be
like-
so
Yeah,
fucking.
show them the technique. Show them.
Dude, this is gonna be the best stream ever. Valentine's Day, we're gonna all have a watermelon. We're all gonna show you how we each individually get down.
Yeah, get ready for a whole lot of.
All right, Louis, get close. I
Get
want to get this
down.
juice.
Just go your fucking finger, just go.
All right, you see, you really want to arch your back, or else you'll hurt yourself.
Happy Valentine's Day,
And don't be afraid to use a lot of lube. A lot of lube.
everyone. And right now, she should be going nuts.
So yeah, you're not gonna want to miss Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be hype. We got nothing but sexy games involving erotica,
Breasts.
A whole lot of waifus.
a whole lot of erotica, and we'll make love to your eyes and ears via the stream. So do not miss that.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day gonna be lit.
Bring your tissues
Hey.
because you're gonna need it.
Bring a hole, bring a belly button, bring a mouth, bring a butt, bring something.
Bring a crease.
Bring something to the table. We gonna make it squirt.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get banned.
We're trying. Yeah, fingers crossed.
Speaking of squirting, I had
Excuse me?
I had diarrhea the other day. I think I might have had,
Oh yeah.
It's a
Dude,
great
good.
way to start off
Guys
the
here,
podcast.
and I got scared. What if I got that coronavirus, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's how it starts, right?
With diarrhea?
Yeah,
I might have it
squirting.
too then.
yeah, that's what I hate about it. It's like a new life-threatening disease that's spreading faster than the speed of light. And the symptoms? Diarrhea,
Upset-
headache.
upset
And I'm like,
stomach.
this is every day.
Fatigue.
Oh, how
Yeah.
long have I had it? My
Yeah.
whole life?
Stress.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Stress,
it's the
diarrhea,
worst because
fatigue.
it's like you have like a stomach pain and you'll go to WebMD and be like, stomach pain, just type that up. Coronavirus is the #1 fucking thing. Oh, no.
What is it, actually?
I think it's like the flu. I was watching some like Twitter videos from like people in China, like the hospitals, and like the doctors like in the hallway, like, like they even have it. And they're like, fuck.
Oh shit.
It's like fucking, it's insane over there,
Thanks, China.
Typically, this affects the respiratory tract of mammals, including humans, associated with the common cold, pneumonia, severe acute respiratory syndrome, affect your gut. I hate when is it weird when they say gut? Gut?
Yeah, I guess gut's kind of just everything.
It's like slang.
Yeah.
I just feel like a doctor came and was like, so we looked at your stuff, Pops, and says here you got a bad gut. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Like, where specifically in my gut, motherfucker? It's not just a bag, just right here in your gut area.
It's kind of like your doctor's like, man, that's a bad scrote. Be like, scrote?
Yeah, your balls are kind of floppy. It'd be like,
Yeah.
oh wait, what?
So you got a pain in your ass, huh?
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Wait a minute, doc.
You went to Harvard.
Oh, excuse me. You want the medical? Okay, yes. Your
I didn't know I was having a
scrotum.
board review.
Okay,
over
your
here.
buttocks.
Yeah, your
Your
butt.
sphincter.
Your
Okay.
sphincter
I'm
is
paying,
swollen.
I'm paying good money for these medical terms. Come on now.
Your ass ain't looking too
You
hot.
got a gaping sore on your cock. Jesus, Doc, have a little bedside
Wait,
manner.
Doc, my mom's in the next room.
It was the bedside manner when they say gut. I just never thought that was a real medical term. So, fast facts on the coronavirus.
You listen here, folks. You're getting some fast news on the coronavirus.
There is
Here on
no-
I
AFP.
learned all about the Jaboody Show podcast.
There is no cure for this common cold.
What? I thought people said there was a cure.
It's the first thing it says. There's no cure. It causes SARS and MERS.
SARS and MERS.
Who's MERS? Who's SARS?
SARS and MERS right in your gut. And coronavirus infects different species. 6 known human. There's many coronaviruses.
There's different variants.
SARS spread from China, infected 37 countries, killing 774 people. Oh, damn.
So
We,
how did this shit originate in China? What fucking nasty stuff did they eat over there?
So what
It's just-
happens is like all these like infected animals develop these diseases, like pigs and birds specifically,
Yeah,
and
okay.
it's similar enough to like a disease that a human gets,
Mhm.
and then because you're just standing around pig shit all day, I guess that's how this happens.
Oh.
You just get it, and then you go to the doctor, and they go, "What is this fucking thing you got?" And then they get it, and they're trying to diagnose the next guy, and they spread it to that person, and then you have a billion people standing in a hotel. You're just like, ah!
That's fucking scary.
Shit, man.
Symptoms include sneezing, runny nose, fatigue, cough, fever, sore throat.
I think I
That's-
have it.
Yeah.
It's like everything.
That's the worst when the symptoms are just super common like that.
Wait, the treatment is rest, drink water, don't smoke, and use a humidifier.
It's just a big old anti-smoking
Is
thing.
this just is this the common cold? Are they
Anti-vape.
just bullshitting us?
I don't even know, dude. It's getting now. It's in California,
Yeah,
so
we
we
just got the
gotta
first case in
Yeah.
California.
we gotta
And
stay inside, dude.
I keep seeing people on the street wearing those medical face masks, the ones that like they wear in China to prevent other people. I saw this shit over here. I'm like, should I be scared now? Am I ready to be worried? Because
I saw
goddamn.
I saw some guy tweeted a video of him like driving through the first city that got it, and it's like a ghost town.
Yikes.
Like there's
You're not allowed to go outside.
It's like I Am Legend out there. There's like nobody in the
Jesus, man.
streets at all. And
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, the police let me in so I could film it, but once you're in, you can't get out. So
You're in,
damn.
can't get
I'm
out.
stuck here in China.
You guys, what happened? 2020 was supposed to be our year. It's only the first month. We're already on the brink of World War III.
Ugh.
Kobe Bryant has unfortunately passed.
Jesus.
And now there's a coronavirus.
Goddamn, boy.
Unbelievable.
Coronavirus.
It's
This
not,
is what-
it's not looking good, guys. It's
This
not
is what
looking
happens
good.
with overpopulation, man. We can't control this number of people.
Let nature do its work.
It's
Weed
def-
some of us out.
It's
Let-
definitely doing that.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's some people there. I got the coronavirus too, right here, brother. Crack open a cold one. What do you say,
Pop a
boy?
lime in, get some vitamin C.
Oh, what's
I
that? You
think,
got Lyme disease too. About corona and Lyme disease. Let's fucking drink them if you got them,
Shit.
boys. Come on, we're all having a corona Lyme party.
Oh, I think I'm gonna
Oh, you all
puke.
right,
I think I'm
Ted?
gonna puke.
Oh, Ted's coughing up blood.
That tastes blood.
Anybody else bleeding out their eyes?
Get that man another corona Lyme disease drink.
Does anyone else have squirting diarrhea?
Does anybody else feel like they have SARS?
Ouch.
Ow, that's my SARS.
My gut. Ow, my
Jeez, man.
gut hurts. So yeah, we're all gonna perish from an inevitable disease
We're all
that's
gonna die.
sweeping the world over. As soon as they were like, "Bing, there's been one case in Texas," I was like, "Oh, dude, we're fucked." It's everywhere.
It's here.
There's no way
its way
it's
here.
not already everywhere.
Yeah, they can't contain something like that. It's gonna happen.
If China's a communist country and they have like this pandemic happening, do they try to like ask for help, or do they try to cover it up to make themselves look not as bad?
Dude, that's a good question.
I think they already know people flew out of there and came to Texas and flew out of there and went to Europe. So they're like, well, fuck, everybody gonna get it.
They're like, it's not us. We didn't do it.
Everybody
you can't
got
prove that we did it.
Crack up and call one. You got one, boy. Corona Lyme.
It's a cool name for a disease.
Because it creates a halo-shaped thing in halo in Spanish or something. I don't know.
This just
Latin.
ever since the U.S. has been diagnosed, Corona sales are just through the roof. People
It's the only
partying
cure
it
for
up.
me.
Or they're plummeting.
It's the only cure.
Don't drink that stuff.
Yeah. Hey, babe, I heard you drink Coronas, you get a virus. It's
No,
going around
don't trust
Texas.
it.
But I love Coronas.
I'm a
My-
bud man. Bud's never
Until
done me
we're-
wrong.
My cousin in Texas got it. Spreading.
There's a Bud Light house. We're making the switch.
You got to stay away from that coronavirus.
You drink too much, you get sick.
Oh, my gut.
Guys, be safe out there.
Scary, dude.
Be safe. Get those face masks, whatever the fuck you need, I guess.
Yeah.
Stay home. Don't go to work. That's the one
Just
thing.
don't leave the house. Be like us.
Yeah.
Just don't leave.
Just be Patreon content creators.
Figure out a way to do it from home.
Yeah.
If you can. The UFC fight went down.
I watched it live.
I saw it on Twitter minutes after it happened because people said it's so short. It's just on Twitter. So I was like, oh, and I pulled up Twitter and I saw it.
Yeah, I was getting ready to watch it, and you know, in me getting ready to watch it, it was already over before I could pull it up.
Yeah.
That's the
Kinda-
problem with
So-
like these super hype main events that last 30 seconds is like, imagine you went to the actual Mandalay Bay and spent thousands of dollars to go watch it front row,
seat.
Oh yeah,
and it's over in 10 seconds.
yeah.
In a way, it's cool.
It'd be in
It's like
front row.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'd be like,
Over.
bro, if I was front row when that shit happened, I'd be like, wake his ass up, knock him out
Yeah,
again.
round two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Right.
give me some. I paid a lot of money for this. 30 seconds? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, can we have them just kind of, throw some more hands just for fun now at this point? Like,
Or
let
who's
'em get up
the
and-
next guy in line to fight Connor? Get him in here.
Yeah,
Get him in
Fuck,
here.
I'll get in
so
there.
funny.
Shit.
So I saw that. I actually was at a Wingstop and it was like a sports one. So I was like, oh, you guys got the fight on? He goes, nah, bro. I'm like, well, what's the point of having a sports bar? He goes, we never do pay-per-view here. I was like, well, that's really sad. He goes, I know, bro.
What?
And I was like,
I
this place
know.
sucks. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you not have pay-per-view
I
there?
didn't know that. They don't do pay-per-view shit at Wingstop.
don't have
pay-per-view,
but
Buffalo?
have a coronavirus.
I was like, so what? People are
With
watching.
extra lunges.
People are watching yesterday's baseball game in here. There's a
Yeah,
fight going
sports
on.
highlights.
Oh shit.
So, anyways, I don't know what the fuck sports bar
Yeah.
is doing, but I saw that, and then I just saw him being all cheery and
Walking
going,
around.
"I'm the best," and he
He's the
challenged
fucking
like
best.
5 people in the front row, and then it
Yeah.
showed those guys, and they're like in suits, are like,
I would beat your ass.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
you're next, and you're next, and you're next," and they're like, "Okay, sure thing."
Man, can I ask you guys something? Because I think it was Masvidal was there. He's one of the top fighters there. He was just watching the fights, and they interviewed him. He was just wearing a Versace bathrobe.
Whoa,
He made it.
Only a bathrobe.
cool.
Is that cool?
Hell yeah.
What is
Bro,
his name?
if I could wear
Masvidal.
only a bathrobe
Masvidal
anywhere.
bathrobe.
Masvidal bathrobe.
If you can wear a bathrobe
One word for
anywhere
Masvidal.
but a hotel room, dude, you've made it. You've made it,
Yeah, this guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you can do that, yeah, you just know you made it.
right?
He wasn't fighting; he was just chilling.
I think he was mocking Connor's bathrobe,
It kind of looks similar, yeah.
but he did walk outside just using a bathrobe.
That's pretty comfy, dude.
In my wildest
That's
dreams.
just deep V. That's all that is. Just a deep V,
That's what I
dude.
strive for.
Is that ultimate comfort?
Motherfucker. Just walking around wearing me robe,
That's my fucking robe.
drinking me whiskey.
So I have a question though. So that the cowboy guy, I mean, I don't really know much about him. I think nobody really does. But
I do.
Okay, you do? Has he been in the UFC for a while?
He's been fighting for an incredibly long time.
Okay, so it's safe to say that people take him pretty serious, right?
Yeah, he probably has one of, if not the most, fight of the nights in UFC history. So
Wow.
he's very well established.
So regarding that, if you get taken out in 30 seconds by Conor McGregor, does that make Conor like a whole nother level now?
Yeah.
And does that guy that got knocked out in 30 seconds, does he try to keep fighting, or is he just a joke now? Or what happens?
he'll
Where do
keep-
we go from here?
He'll keep fighting because he's an excellent fighter. He's actually a tough dude. And being knocked out like that is kind of impressive for Conor to skyrocket in terms of value.
Right?
And he also is the most He won the most money of all UFC fighters, so he's super supreme
by
status.
losing in a boxing match, right? He got more money there than probably any UFC fight.
Most money just fighting for the UFC. Now, adding boxing in the mix, he's on a whole nother scale of money.
So I wonder, even the purse for losing in that fight, did he win more than like any UFC fighters ever
Conor
won?
McGregor made like $2 million just to show up.
Oh, jeez.
How much did Cowboy Bill get by fucking getting knocked out?
$200,000.
Bro, fucking knock me out right now for $200,000. Are you kidding me? It's not that bad.
I guess it still will always hurt because you're like, it could have been $1 million, but it's 200,000. But it could have been $1 million. You'll always be like, it could have been $1 million. And that knockout was so sloppy and like what? It's like bonk, blank, blank, blank.
He kind of had this like he was hitting him with his shoulder. Do you remember that?
It wasn't like kind of looked. You always want like that big clear punch in the middle of his face, or a big kick that's like so clear. It's like there's posters of it, but it's like one of those ones with like slap, 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 slap. He's on the ground, slap, 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 slap.
Yeah, it was so sudden. It looked like he kind of just gave up because it was like bop, bop, and he's like, I can fight back or just collapse. He just collapsed.
And the ref, you could tell, really gave him a lot of time.
Gave him a lot of time.
Gave him a lot of time to get up and do something. He's just like, oh no, I don't want to do this anymore.
I don't feel good.
So
are you thinking he took a dive?
I don't know. Is this his first fight after the boxing thing?
He might have had one more recently. I'm out of the loop on.
Is he the
MMA.
champ?
No.
Oh,
he stepped away and is coming back. He's welterweight debut, I believe. So he's fought at featherweight, lightweight, and then now welterweight.
Oh, so he's a big boy now.
But he's smart though, because it seems like every single time he goes away and comes back, any fight that he does is just like crazy pay-per-view worthy.
That's why he is considered the best.
Jaboody.
Yeah.
Challenges people as soon as he wins. Like not a lot of people do that. So it's like a freak show almost still. He still has that freak show kind of thing.
Yeah, he still has the WWE promo angle of it being like, I'm calling you out, you stupid A word, you F word.
He's a good shit talker.
Coming for you and your whole family.
Your whole fucking family.
Your mother's a monkey.
Whoa. No way.
You said the M word.
My mother's a saint. Don't talk about her like that.
Yeah, that was cool. Seeing that was short. I wish it was a better knockout, but it's a sloppy, slop, and then it's over. That's that. Super Bowl's coming up next weekend.
Football!
Football.
Pops with the update. Who's fighting? Who's playing? Who's running again? Who's throwing the ball against who?
My
Patriots?
My Packers tragically lost to the 49ers, who are a dominant force. And their 49ers are well on their way to fighting against the Kansas City Chiefs in Miami for the Super Bowl of a lifetime.
So if you had to pick between the 49ers and the Chiefs, who would you put your money on, Pops?
It's interesting because 49ers is a California team. I got to represent California in some capacity.
You gotta.
The Chiefs are an entertaining team. Mahomes sounds like Kermit the Frog. I don't know if you want to pull up a conference of him just talking.
I'm going to need to hear that right now.
Sounds like Kermit the Frog.
We're doing big things. We're going to take the Super Bowl.
KC Chiefs, Mahone, Kermit is probably what I would search.
KC Chief, Mahone, Kermit.
When I say KC, I mean the letters K and C. Yeah, Kansas City.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
There we go.
Probably his froggish voice.
Patrick Mahomes spoke to the media today.
Okay.
Well,
that guy too.
Where is he?
News anchor.
Can we pull it up in the background?
Listening to
Unique voice. And so, as good journalists, or at least people
I'll wait till he
pretending to
talks
be good
because
journalists,
they'll claim the
They're giving their color commentary.
Channel 41 News will block our channel if I show it.
Yeah, that's right. Another fantastic podcast. Give Channel 41 their fucking check.
time to discuss it too, as the
Talk,
Chiefs and
you
Mahomes
idiot.
are
Where is he?
flying high.
No, you prefer not to.
Oh, here he is.
Yeah, I have. I've heard it since I was in like 7th grade. So, but it's something that I've
like
kind of
Steve-O
embraced.
meets Kermit.
And the guys, Kelsey, Tyreek, and those guys throw some shots at me, but don't worry, I'll throw shots back.
I throw some shots back.
I don't know why he sounds so much like a frog.
The young man needs to start speaking with his chest more. I don't know why he talks like he's a frog. Clear your throat. Sounds like a frog. Speak up. Speak up, Froggy.
Yeah, I have. I've heard it since I was in like 7th grade. So, but it's something that I've kind of embraced. And the guys, Kelsey, Tyreek, and those guys.
It sounds like he's doing it on purpose.
It does sound awkward, right?
Sounds like he's purposefully kind of trying to.
When they
It's
said,
like now I'm actually trying to own it and ham it up.
Sounds like he's doing it on purpose. I think I seen a commercial of this dude.
Yeah, he's got crazy hair.
And he's got a look to him.
Yeah.
Crazy hair.
Kind of embraced it.
Stick to football.
But if I had to put my money on it, I think I'm going to root for the Niners.
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, good luck at the Super Bowl, Mr. Froggish Voice Mahone.
I'll be looking forward to Matthew McConaughey and another Lincoln.
Are you looking forward to Shakira and Jennifer Lopez halftime music video extravaganza?
That's too spicy.
Her hips don't lie.
Too much spice.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's supposed to be them and who else was making the halftime show? They announced it. I forgot who.
I know who they. I just knows those two.
Oh,
there was somebody else.
Is Jennifer Lopez still hot?
I mean, like. For being 50, I guess, but it's to the point where like you can see her sternum and stuff. I'm like, oh.
I mean, she's probably aged really gracefully, and with the thank God of cosmetics and things like that, she's probably looking pretty good.
She still kind of look good and everything.
But what about her butt? Her butt was like her whole thing, right?
She got all covered up.
Oh,
I need to see that. Lady. I need to see that butt from the block.
Yeah, the first thing you start to see is the neck.
The neck starts to go.
The collarbones right here start to protrude.
Yeah,
the sternum gets a little more visible.
The necks get crazy, like detailed with little wrinkles and things.
So bring this up. Why are we looking at old women? We're looking at old women.
So this is a picture of Shakira and Jennifer Lopez.
Wow, dude. See the neck?
Shakira looks great.
Yeah, she looks fantastic. I mean, she's looking all right. She's probably closer to like 60, honestly.
Actually, you know what? For being in her 50s, she's not bad. All jokes aside.
Jennifer
all
Aniston,
memes aside.
We're abroad.
Must have been cold at the Screen Actors Guild Awards.
Just wearing a dress out to Golden Globes.
Yeah, the neck, collarbone area gets very detailed. Lips become less plump. And the arms get more anatomy and bones and tendons showing. Sinewy, saggy arms. Mm-hmm. It's the first thing that happens to the women.
Does Jennifer Aniston just look like she sounds like our Caitlyn Jenner impersonation?
Yeah. Her mouth was just open. She go, hi, it's me. Yeah.
They both do.
What's up? Welcome to the Screen Actors Guild Awards.
I'm still Jenny from the block.
What am I doing at the Super Bowl? This is crazy.
I don't even know how football works.
Give me the rock.
Hey, Tom Brady, throw me the ball.
Throw me the ball.
Come on.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's those two. I thought it was somebody else.
Halftime show. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to the commercials. That's what we're all looking for.
Bring back Janet Jackson and her fucking tits, bro. Bring back the wardrobe malfunctions. Those are my favorite Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying?
Have Shakira whip her pussy out or something.
You know?
Whoa.
It's 2020.
What if that happened?
She kind of has a Kermit.
She's shaking and just like her pussy just flops out.
She's shaking too violently. Her pussy flops out.
You know how pussies do.
She's like, forever.
Oh, no,
she sounds like Kermit like the other guy, too.
She sounds like...
Hop on there and they can both sing.
Take it away, J-Lo.
Forever.
Thanks, Shakira.
Forever we'll be together. We'll be together when you're in your Shakira.
More sports news. The Kobe thing. Crazy, dude. Fucking insane. It's one of those deaths where you're like, what the fuck? It's not even real. There's no way that's real.
Yeah, man. It's like, it's one of those things where it hits you, but it still hasn't really hit me yet. Like, I can't even like really process it. It doesn't feel like he's gone, man. So that's my hero, bro.
I didn't check my phone the day it happened, and I went to like a social gathering, and people were like, oh, Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. And I'm like, what?
That sounds it sounds made up.
You hit me with so much information so quickly, I can't even comprehend what happened.
Sounds bizarre. And then I was watching a bunch of videos of like witnesses there, and I guess it was like extremely foggy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy says he couldn't even see across the street. It was so foggy, and he said he could hear the helicopter. It sounded like it was only 100 feet above him, but he couldn't see it. And they just crashed into like a...
The pilot supposedly
in the mountain?
got lost. He lost his sense of direction, and they spiraled. And they crashed.
That's crazy, man.
They spiral out of control? Because what I saw, it looks like he just kind of... the mountain kind of appeared out of nowhere in his vision.
It's a combination of both.
And then the people said it wasn't even like the rotors were going. It was just one big thud. And then that was it. I'm just like, whoa, dude. And then... I was like, well, why? And then you're like, well, why helicopter, man? And then you realize, no, he took a helicopter every day.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah.
He skipped all the LA traffic. on a helicopter.
And then I'm like, yeah, I mean,
and just did that.
There's no way he'd be able to do all the stuff he did, like all around California, because he was always everywhere. You'd always hear stories about him being in Newport and L.A.
Yeah, 'cause he lived down there.
Yeah,
Newport. Yeah,
we'd always have friends say, "Oh yeah, I saw him at L.A. Fitness." Like you always just hear about seeing him around. So being in this area in like L.A., it's like that's insane, dude.
It's just
like, what?
It's rough, man.
Weird.
I grew up watching him, man. To me, he's like Superman, bro. To hear that he's gone like that, I was just like, fuck. And it's one of those things too where it's like the whole day you're just kind of upset. You just kind of can't really bounce back from it. I mean, I'm just speaking for me personally, but yeah, like I was just distraught the whole day because this shit was rough.
Yeah, so I'm a big Lakers fan. Yeah. I grew up Lakers. I grew up with watching Kobe get drafted to the Lakers and get 3 championships as number 8, and then go on to change to 24, and then get 2 more, and then see both his numbers get retired. And I looked up to him. I admit, last night I was just looking at like highlights and speeches, and I was watching this video where it was the retirement numbers party for Kobe, and he had like this special kind of just VIP only members, and they had like a few videos taking place.
So they decided they usually when you're really good, they put your number jersey up in the building.
Yeah.
But he has 2.
Yeah, he has 2 numbers
he
retired.
had a ceremony for 2, which I don't think anyone else has, right?
As far as I know, Lakers, no.
Sure.
I can't say of any other team, but
so it's pretty insane. He has 2 numbers.
That's pretty dedicated. And I was watching this video, and it was just him and his wife just hanging out watching this private session of Kendrick Lamar, and it just broke me down because they were just so in love, and they had so many kids, and they had such a beautiful family. And then also the other family members, they're part of the crash. Like, there's 2 kids that are orphaned now because they lost both their parents and a sister.
Oh man, it's so sad.
How many people were on the plane?
There's like 9
people.
9?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Yeah. I only thought there was like 4 or 5. I didn't know it was 9.
No, it was like an Orange County family that lost like 3 members of the family.
Jeez, dude. I heard a video or a call where they were on the news and they talked to the husband of his wife was on there. And I was like, geez, it's like, they're like, how do you feel? And the guy's like, I don't even know what to say. I was like, dude, just let the guy, just let him be. It was like they're trying to ask him all these questions, and he's like, I'm scared, I'm lost, I don't know, I'm mad. It's like, oh. And the one thing it did for me is it just reminds you of like your mortality and stuff too, because he's just one of those people who you're like, oh, he'll never die.
He felt like he was Michael Jordan status to me.
He felt like Superman to me. I was like, I can't believe that he went out. Like
I always was under the impression like he's just so big and so monumental.
Yeah.
He'll outlive everybody I know. He'll just be this super healthy legend that will live on forever.
Right.
And I was just like, dude, especially like, you know, those guys like him and Michael, they have like the world's best doctors and stuff. So like him going is like the last person I would ever say would be going. So I was like, dude, it just sounds so bizarre.
It's very surreal to watch like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, dude, I saw that.
Memorializing Kobe Bryant. It doesn't feel real to me.
Yeah,
and like that
does not feel real at all.
That was like the only time I was really a basketball fan because we're LA area kinda, and it was like that's when they were winning all those championships back to back. We'd be watching the thing, then go outside at the halftime thing, shoot some hoops, and then go back in and finish the thing and it was crazy. It was like we have friends who play like all the time, and I'll ask them like, "Who's the Kobe of today?" And then they'll tell me a name. I'll look up clips. It never even comes close to his clips.
Yeah, no.
Dude, you watch his clips, and it reminds me of playing NBA Street. Like, he does insane shit. And just today, I was watching highlights and things because it's trending. It's everywhere. I'm like, man, it makes me really want to pull up his highlights because I used to watch them all the time. And there's this one where it's showing him at his first All-Star game where he was, like, super young. He's playing with Michael Jordan and shit. And there's this one where he's just... He gets like someone gets a steal and passes it to him, and he's half court, and someone's running up next to him. One guy's defending him, and he does one of those NBA Street moves where he came back with it, forward, back, and the guy defending was like, what? And then and you're like, dude, this guy was insane. And to me, it was always that like no one's ever been that cool with it.
Yeah.
Like, no one stops to do a 360 dunk.
Bro,
no one does that.
Anytime I ever played basketball, I always try to make all of my like movements, my passes, my shots. I always mimic Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
It's like because he was just the best with it.
Every jump shot, you yell out Kobe because that's what it's all you were trying to do, man.
And it's rough too because I'll be honest, I kind of broke down too because it's like you realize that Kobe Bryant passed, but then that he was on that flight with his daughter too, and it's like she was so young.
Yeah.
And then you pull up the clips of them, like how much he just loved being a father figure to her, and like she was on her way to take over his legacy. And it was this really funny clip. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's like somebody asked like, "Oh, Kobe, how do you feel about not having a son? Who's going to carry on your legacy?" And the guy that asked that question to Kobe, he asked that question in the presence of Kobe's daughter. She was right there. She's like, "Excuse me." She's like, "I'm right here. I'll take this over. Like I got his legacy." It's like I saw that shit. I was
I saw
brutal.
his Kobe speech at his retirement, his number retirement, and he was talking about his daughters, and I was like, God, man, this is like too. It's just too crazy.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem real. I was at a coffee shop. I was like, "Did you hear about that?" The guy was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Is it real?" That's what he asked me. He's like, "Is it true?" He's like, "Because he was working." He's like, "Someone said it, but like, is it a prank or is it a joke or something? Because it just doesn't add up." Like Kobe in a helicopter is like, what? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, pulling up his clips and stuff. Like I always loved watching like him and like Michael Jordan, like their like motivational videos. Like I would always go back to those.
They're so good. They're just like the perfect example of somebody who's just striving to be the very best that you can be. And that's what I love about Kobe. It's like no matter what you do, it doesn't even have to be basketball. But just he's such a great example of somebody who's blessed with talent, but is still overachieves regardless of the talent they've been blessed with. And being a hard worker, you know, because most people with talent, they'd be like, "Oh, I can get by. I can do what I need to do." But Kobe was like, "No, like even though you were talented, whatever
you still have to work.
You still have to work. You still have to strive to be the best that you can be in whatever you're in." And it was so.
One of my favorite clips
is Mamba mentality.
One of my favorite clips is not a basketball, like him playing basketball. I think it's one of the NBA finals or something like that. It might have been a game. And Kobe's on the bench, and he's just so focused on the game. And then right next to him is Chris Rock talking shit at him.
Yeah.
And Kobe's so unfazed by probably one of the best shit talkers in the world, Chris Rock. And he's so focused on killing and becoming a champion.
Yeah, I was rewatching the clip of that ball, the fake pass at his face. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That guy... You could tell that guy on the court,
Matt Barnes,
looked like he would just be saying the worst shit. I don't know. He's all tatted up. He looked like he's had one of those faces. Like you're like, I bet that guy's saying like the worst shit. Like, "Bro, you fucking suck." And Kobe's just like in his face, like you're not gonna do anything about it because you literally can't.
Yeah.
And like I'm going to shut you down. And then and for those of you who haven't seen the clip, the guy fake throws the ball like inches away from Kobe's face, and he doesn't even move.
He doesn't even blink. Flinch.
He doesn't blink or anything. You're like, geez, that is scary. Like that guy looks so upset in those clips.
Yeah.
And on the court, they're just constantly shoulder checking each other. And Kobe does it, but he does it differently. He does it like in a way that's like not an asshole, but like more of like, you're upset because I'm beating you, but I'm just
soft.
I'm just doing what I'm put on this earth to do.
The mental toughness is just crazy, man.
Playing at the highest level. I mean, talking Michael Jordan level since high school.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dude, that's so fucking insane to think about. Like, he has the video. I saw all those videos were trending. The one where he's like 18. He's like, I decided to skip college. I'm just going in the NBA. Could you imagine saying that after high school?
Yeah.
Like, they don't even
I'm not going to go to college. I'm just going to go be the best now. What the fuck?
They don't even let people do that anymore.
Yeah, they
Can you actually not?
No, you have to go to college now.
LeBron changed it, yeah.
Jeez.
It's so nuts.
And to be playing in the All-Star games, I mean, if you guys aren't even a fan of basketball, if you're ever looking for inspiration, watch his videos on like hard work, work ethic, motivation. And I like it especially because just what Damon said, like it. But what I like even more about his talks is there's so many TED Talks and shit, but it's cool to hear it from someone who actually is the best. They're not just telling you, like, there's always so many people who are like, here's how to be the best. Here's how to be motivated. Here's how to achieve greatness. Here's how to excel in whatever field you're in. There's all these TED Talks, but his is like a guy who actually did it. And it's so simple, too. He's just working like insane amounts.
He won an Academy Award, too.
Yeah. He just won it was an Oscar or whatever for his animated thing.
He was just getting started, man.
Yeah, he's about to do a whole bunch of other shit, and he's starting a whole bunch of businesses on. I think he was doing a film company on just inspiring people. And he won that Oscar for that cartoon that's been going everywhere. But yeah, insane, especially for everybody in this area too, like LA.
Oh my gosh, if you're from LA, you cannot. You see gold and purple, you think Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, and for those of you who aren't even basketball, it's just LA and just being the best at what you do. I think that's what he represents. Relentlessly shutting things down and saying, I'm the best because I'm the first one there and the last one to leave. I practice when everyone's on their day off. It's just one of those things.
And it shows.
Represents greatness.
Shows.
So
he elevated all the young people, and even when the Lakers sucked, he still brought that championship mentality. And it's... And I have a closet full of his jerseys. It's I can't believe it.
We just had my birthday stream when we played NBA.
We played Kobe Bryant. We're talking about how
unfair he is.
How
much we love
unbeatable
Kobe.
he was.
It's like if you pick him, you literally can't win. You just press the buttons, and his character does things that is unbeatable.
You press the button, the ball goes in. That's simple.
Like that's how it was in real life too. And it does make me really want to pull up his clips. And dude, when he was number 8 and he was super young, dude, he was doing so many 360s.
He was in the slam
dunk
tournament.
Just the reverse layups and just all the fancy shit that nobody else does anymore.
God, I'll see someone get like a cherry pick, throw it all the way full court, and they'll just 2 hands, just lightly jump. I'm like, where's the big dunk that gets the crowd and boosts your team's morale? They just put it in and slowly walk back. It's like, oh, I got a whole 3/4 after this. Kobe's still, dude. You watch those clips, it's just fucking crazy shit. You only see in the video games or Michael Jordan highlights where Jordan would do this type of shit, and you're like, he didn't have to, but he did it to make the crowd and his team go, yeah, we are the best.
Yeah.
And the last of his generation, he's probably the last franchise player that has never been traded to another team and retired the same team they got drafted into.
That's crazy.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah, you look at like LeBron, who's been all over the place.
He's been in several teams and then went back to his team.
But look, Kobe, man, he bled that purple and gold. Rest in peace, man. Very sad.
Rest in peace to the GOAT, man.
To the GOAT.
We got some questiones here.
Yeah.
Does that button work? Hey, it works. Patreon.
Hey.
The people of our Patreon, patreon.com/JabodyDubs, have left questions.
You guys have questions, and we have answers. The first one comes from our boy Like Fahrenheit. He says, hey, guys, ever consider dubbing an animated film? I know there's the Rudolph dub from way back when, but anything more mainstream or recent that you consider doing?
That's interesting. We haven't done a full movie commentary for an animated film.
Oh, yeah, we should. I think we got some of those puppet ones. I thought, does that count? I mean, the puppet stuff seems so perfect. I forget what's called Never-Ending Story. Someone called
Dark Crystal.
Yeah.
Dark Crystal. Those would be interesting.
That would be really fun.
I'm open to it. We even got some woo anime shit, the Fist of the North Star and stuff. I don't know if
that would actually be kind of cool to see.
Be an experiment for sure. But
I'd be down to try that.
Would love to do a commentary on that. Anything animated would be sick.
I guess it boils down to we still look at movies like, is this dubbable? Does this have potential to kind of keep the interest in going forward?
You know what? Here's a question for our patrons. What is the most The Room animated thing there is? Like, what's the most Neil Barini kind of animated thing out there? What is a weird animated film that's strange for all the wrong... Good for the wrong reasons.
Good for the wrong reasons.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is because usually animations, like, they have years to make it good. So it usually comes out something decent.
Or they're intentionally trying to make it bad. I've seen that too, right? When they're trying to intentionally make it weird or creepy.
Yeah. Or, I don't know if there's any that are good for the wrong reasons. Usually, if they're bad, they're just straight up bad. So, but let us know if there's any you're thinking about.
Yeah. And as always, anything that we may have considered, I'm sure we haven't been able to just because of copyright or Disney owns it or whatever. So
I would try to steer away from Disney movies. I'm kind of on a sore spot with Disney as a whole.
That's usually the problem with anything animated.
But I'm not turning it down.
If we find something, we'd totally be down for that.
Yeah, like trash TV and stuff like that. They usually don't give a shit, so we can usually dub that stuff. And it comes down to each individual company, but usually animated companies really protect their stuff because that shit was expensive. So like we love doing the X-Men cartoons. I had some big plans for that. And Disney said no, so we can't even upload the X-Men cartoons anymore.
Not today. Ha ha. Oh, pay up, motherfucker.
Thank you, Fahrenheit. Let us know if there's anything you're thinking, dude. Leave a comment in this one.
Thank you, dude.
Aaron Blanding, what up? What up, dude?
What up, Aaron?
Which one of you guys do you think has the best laugh?
Oh, guys, it's totally me.
It's totally obvious. Yeah, Damon, yours is pretty good.
Not so.
I would say Louis.
Louis pretty good.
Actually, yeah. He's the only
It's a
person
dumb
where we
laugh.
actually like parody his laugh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No one else's laugh could really parody, but he's got a fucking really solid one. I'd give it.
Interesting
I'd give it to
question,
Louis.
though. It's
Yeah.
like, what spawned that question? He's like, I just like hearing you guys laugh.
Well, I will say, I think Justin probably has the most contagious laugh.
Yeah, when
anytime
when
Justin starts
true belly laugh,
They rank.
Yeah.
They rank for different reasons. Louis is the most like comical. You can make fun of it.
Oh yeah.
Um,
But anytime like you laugh, like me and Pops are gonna end up laughing
Yeah,
too, just
it's
because the shit's
contagious.
contagious.
I get that. I just say that about everybody. Your guys' laugh is the same thing, but yeah, every time I hear one of you guys laugh, it's just like I don't know. It's always contagious, especially in this room. It's just like all this energy in here, and if something's funny and someone starts laughing, we all kind of find that humor in it. But
Yeah.
I think sometimes I laugh weird when I'm trying to do under my breath, but I can't because it's too funny. It comes out weird.
Pops, we
Other
getting
than
those-
that.
those gotta get through the mouth, closed mouth.
What is that, laughter?
Yeah, laughing without making a face.
Are you happy? Are you laughing? Are you in pain?
Thank you, Aaron, for the strange question.
Thank you, Aaron.
Go ahead, Pops.
Chrissy Lynn, hey boys, love the stream. Thanks for all the laughs and entertainment. So
Yeah.
my question for you guys is, who is all your all-time favorite characters and why? And your favorite portrayal of that character. Love you boys. Keep up the great work.
Wow, thank you for the love.
Thank you, Krishna.
Favorite character portrayal?
In anything?
Of
That's
all
broad.
time.
Your favorite character of all time in anything.
But then there's the follow-up of favorite portrayal. So I'm wondering, is this like a film thing
It could be.
or a character
An adaptation.
adapted for things?
Okay, let's play it safe and pick somebody who's been portrayed by someone else.
Ooh, that makes it even harder.
Well, my favorite character of all time might be Walter White from
Really?
Breaking Bad.
In the history of everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that he becomes this very innocent person who's just trying to get money for his family and then becomes an evil genius
Okay.
in a modern day era. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And Bryan Cranston's a great actor too, so he really did justice to that character. That and maybe Arya Stark from Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
Pops.
There you go.
The faceless girl.
Really hard to pick just all-time favorite out of nothing.
Yeah, if I had to pick, I'd probably say just Batman.
Batman.
Just because everything that he is, being able to compete with everybody else with no powers and shit, and he's so fucking old. Batman was made in like the 1960s or some
Still
shit like
going
that, and
strong.
he's still going strong. But favorite portrayal of him, as much as I feel like they could still do a better job than what has been done, I'd probably say Ben Affleck.
Interesting.
Not Christian Bale, and a lot of people fucking love Christian Bale as Batman. I'm like, dude, that voice alone is enough to make me be like, if you guys like this shit, you've never seen Batman, because he is not like this at all.
Yeah.
Who was coined for making that 90s dark Batman?
What do you mean, the animated series?
Like the comics
Frank
when they
Miller
the
one?
Frank Miller Batman.
Miller? Yeah.
I think people fell in love with that Batman because the 60s Batman wasn't very good.
Oh yeah, no.
Does that make sense?
Well, he
Yeah.
was always kind of campy, and then that came
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
and it became a
Yeah.
dark thing for once. People were like, whoa.
Yeah.
They took Mr. Rogers and gave him a sword.
Yeah,
and
now
made
he
him
fucks.
blood. Yeah, you're like, whoa.
The animated series too. Before that, Batman was like kind of a joke, but then the
Yeah.
animated series came around and it was like, yo, okay, I can see why everybody likes him. But I gotta say Ben Affleck, bro, just because the
Never
fight
thought you'd say
scenes.
that.
I did
never,
not see that coming.
Never thought I'd say those words, but like honestly, there's just nobody better than him, who's
Just
portrayed
wait
him.
for Robert Pattinson, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Just wait.
But people said the same thing about Ben Affleck. They're like, Ben Affleck's a big B word. And then people, you liked him?
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, and
I
it
remember
wasn't
when
even
we were
like,
all talking about that on an old podcast.
Yeah. I can
pull up the
Ben
clips.
Affleck.
Yeah, and it's not even like so much as the like what he does and shit, because Ben Affleck like kills people, and that's not Batman. But it's just like the portrayal of him as accurate as possible to the comics, like the look, the fighting, the voice, like all that shit. I'm like, okay, I can get on board with this. But yeah, that's mine. What about you?
I would probably pick Larry David. I just love
great,
it. I
great
love
choice.
it.
Great choice.
I have been rewatching Curb Your Enthusiasm now for probably the 5th time from start to end. It's that good. Larry says what everyone. If you guys have never seen it, watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. I
such a
just
good
watched
show.
the new episode.
I need
from
to watch
last
it.
week, and
Yeah.
it's so fucking funny, dude. It's just like every time I'm like, oh, he's gonna come back for another season, like awesome. But in the back of my head, I'm like, is it still gonna be as good? Is it gonna be as funny? Is he gonna always complain about the right things? It's just so fucking perfect every time.
Yeah.
You know he's really good at? Every scene has something that's added to the overall joke or story of that episode. Like there's no screen time where something's not being funny or leading to the punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always love how like most of his episodes, they always go like full circle.
Yeah,
Like
they
so
story
anything
arc
that
really well.
happens at the very beginning of the episode will leave like, you know, some kind of impact at the very end of the episode. It'll come back and bite him in the ass.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I would say Larry David. And
Can I
that he's
ask
just
you a question,
Fucking
then?
hilarious.
Larry David versus George Costanza.
I just don't pick Larry. Just George is more the supporting role, but Larry was written as the main thing. It's more him. It's more his. It would be. I don't know how much different it would be if they made a show about George Costanza only, but I guess that's what this is.
Yeah.
But I just think he's funnier because the way his mannerisms.
He
and
looks funny.
He looks
looks
funny.
funny.
This old guy shouldn't be this forthcoming with people.
It's-
Being like, just shut
It's
up.
so funny because
Shut up, you old fuck.
when I first watched Curb Your Enthusiasm and I first watched, seasons 1 or 2, I was like, man, this guy's old just because he's bald and his
Yeah.
hair is kind of
He's wearing
white.
glasses.
But dude,
Yeah.
back then he was like, what, in his late 30s, 40s? Like he wasn't
So
even
funny.
that old. And in the first season, I'm like, dude, he's old. And then you watch the new one, I'm like, oh wait, no, now he's
he's old.
actually
Yeah,
old.
No, he's actually old.
No, now he has a daughter who's like 26 or something. I'm like, oh, now he's old. Back in the day when, those episodes, they didn't have cell phones. There was like, hey, got to make a call. They got to go get a phone.
Gotta go to my
They're
landline.
watching, there's problems in the season 1 where they need a phone and it's a landline. And I'm like, wow, this show is old. But,
Stated.
dude, Curb is so good.
Good answer,
But thank you.
Dude, yeah,
Excellent.
great answer.
Thank you.
The next one comes from Jared Gray. What up, Jared? He says, love all the content and all the work you do, boys. My
Hey-o.
question is, if you could live in any video game universe, what would it be?
Sekiro.
Cheers. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice.
What's the world where dead or alive volleyball exists?
Yeah, that's a correct answer.
that's
Dead
a
or
good
alive
one.
beach volleyball.
Beach vacation.
Yes.
Can I live in the world of Super Seducer? Because all those girls in that shit just throw themselves at you, apparently.
Dude,
Party
you get to
with Mahmood.
Walk in Mahmood clapping ass.
Hell yeah. Actually, no, I changed my answer. Lately, the Skyrim shit's been so fun. I want to live in the world of Skyrim because anything is possible. Dragonborn. You have macho dragons. You have anything.
Dude, I want to live in the world of GTA roleplay.
Hey, Jerry Cool, how's it going?
I want to hang out with Jerry Cool.
RDM.
I want to hang out with Jerry Cool building Richard Oakes.
Whoa.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Jared.
Jizzle coming in here says, here's a question. If could give the chance for one of these to be redone better, which would you choose? Episode 8 and 9 of Star Wars or the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got mine.
Well, the question really comes down to what's more important to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Star Wars
Yes.
or Game of Thrones?
Quick answer, Star Wars.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I didn't, because I fell off Game of Thrones. I stopped watching.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd give a lot just for those last 2 seasons to not be shit.
Yeah, I kind of regret watching the last season of Game of Thrones.
Dude, because I was so invested, man.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
many seasons total? Is it
8.
like 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
And I read the books.
Oh, you read the book. That's a step
So
above
I was even
me.
more invested.
Yeah, you're way more invested.
Are the
but-
books good at least?
Oh, the books are phenomenal.
They're better than the last
There's
two.
one book I could probably be like, watch
Do
the
the
show.
books not end the same way the show goes?
So there's a certain point where the books and the TV show just they stop in terms of the written books
Continuity?
just don't exist anymore, and then the show
Oh.
goes, we have to continue the story, and so they kind of do their own thing. So there's details like,
and that's what all went downhill.
Sansa Stark doesn't get married to the bastard in the book. It's this kind of doppelganger, which is a very confusing thing to kind of put in a show. So that's why they went with Sansa. And I think Sansa's actually better for the Game of Thrones lore versus just some.
Is the lore
random-
completely different when they split?
Or
is it roughly the same, but the
it's
TV
roughly
version?
the same.
They kind of have like bullet points that they tried to follow.
Yeah.
But the show did their own like version of
The
telling that same
showrunners,
story.
the showrunners went to George Martin like, "Here's our pitch to you," and he's like, "Oh yeah, go do that. That sounds good. I'll catch up with you guys later."
And even though it was fucking
Shit. And then I highly suspect that season 8 of the last season of Game of Thrones, whatever number it is, was probably rushed and had like severe limitations on what they could potentially do, which is why we got the ending we got.
honestly, it felt like a completely like new show. Like
yeah.
it was just the charm.
Felt like a WB show or something.
Yeah, like everything that went into making Game of Thrones great was just completely gone in the last couple of seasons. Like all the intricate planning out, because it didn't make the same mistake as Star Wars. No. They planned this shit out from the very beginning because of the book. So they had the roadmap that they were following to make every single thing that happens in that story pay off at the end. But then towards the end of the seasons, it's like all these the shit that they had just fucking set up in the earlier seasons, it went nowhere.
Yeah.
It went nowhere. And that's why it sucked.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Thank you, Jizzle, for a question.
Thank you, Jizz.
Thank you, Jizz.
Pops, you're up.
Taylor 793. What video games do you boys want to have adapted into a TV show or movie, assuming this could be done correctly with a large budget? Have had that question asked before, but I don't mind answering it. Mine still goes to
Kingdom Hearts.
Wow, Justin, you want Kingdom Hearts that bad, huh?
I just thought I'd finish your sentence.
Oh, boy.
Thought I'd finish your sentence for you.
That's interesting.
Is it not Kingdom Hearts?
Not for me personally, no. I find that series quite shallow.
Come on,
and,
it would be
terrible.
great.
But the Heartless.
Come on.
Imagine trying to have Bryan Cranston describe the Heartless and the Unknowns to Xehanort.
Bryan Cranston as Xehanort.
What's the wizard?
Yesneed.
Yesneed. Yesneed or whatever the fuck.
Yensid.
Can't kill you because you're part of me.
I would love to see an adaptation of a large budget Metal Gear.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
And I have actors I'd be like, dude, he'd be a great Solid Snake. Oh, this would be a great Revolver Ocelot.
Damn.
That's a good idea.
Damn.
Of course, the problem with that is Konami and Kojima aren't on the speaking terms, so that doesn't work particularly well. And it would probably turn into an anime shit show.
Yeah, I would say Metal Gear, and I would also say God of War would be interesting.
Interesting
Ooh.
question.
God of War, the new God of War.
The new God of War.
The
Yeah.
father-son show. Boy. And also Half-Life. I wonder if that could be stretched into an episodic thing, running into other renegades and people out there hiding in City 17. I think it'd be kind of cool.
I think it's
That'd be
It
dope.
would have to have an end. All of them would have to have an end. I want them to do the Walking Dead thing where they go, oh, people like this, and then just keep making up shit, and then the lore gets all
It needs
fucked
to
up.
end. It
But
has to
Metal
end.
Gear would be cool because you got all the bosses. They'd be like little 3-part episodes or something, and then it could end. That'd be fucking dope, dude.
Sounds pretty cool.
What about you, Donger?
I think I said this before, but I would say Skyrim, because Skyrim is very, very dense story. I think it would have a lot of potential to just be like a season 1, season 2, season 3 kind of thing. But if not, Elder Scrolls, yeah. And also maybe Mortal Kombat, bring that back.
They are bringing that back.
A couple years ago,
back.
they had this mini series on YouTube that I think was sponsored by Machinima or whatever, and it was Mortal Kombat Legacy.
Live
or something.
action, yeah.
Yeah, it was live action, and it wasn't that bad.
It was actually holds
It
up.
was
It
actually
still
pretty
holds
good.
up.
Yeah, and I was like, I want to see more of this. I wish they would do this on Netflix or something. That would be so cool.
I'm starting to notice, a few years ago, zombies were everywhere.
True.
And
Yeah.
it was zombie fever going on in the year
The
2000.
coronavirus is filled with zombies.
14. It was all zombies, 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 zombies. Now I feel like we're getting a little bit into the medieval stuff a lot lately, right?
Yeah, the fantasy stuff.
And then The Witcher,
Yeah.
and then this guy, and then the Game of the Thronesy, and I feel like there's other ones I'm forgetting. I just feel like a lot of things are going that route right now, story-wise and movie-wise.
Yeah.
Like just medieval fantasy is really big right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if something with the cyberpunk aesthetic becomes like a big thing. I know there's that one show on Netflix, the name escapes me, where you're like androids, you can upload your AI and all the shit on there.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised that's like the next trend of genre for TVs.
Just like the Stranger Things kind of 80s kids vibe was like really big for a while.
Yeah.
Medieval shit's popping right now, but the right answer is Kingdom Hearts. Thank you, Taylor.
Appreciate it, man. This next one was from boy Outer Space.
Outer Space.
What up, the homie? He says,
What's up, dude?
What was your boy's favorite movie dub of 2019, and what do you look forward to dubbing in 2020?
I think I know mine.
Go ahead.
It's hard to pick. I had to see them.
In the moment, I would not say this, and even after, I remember distinctly the conversation after doing the dub. We're like, we can't do this movie for a while because we're just so drained. It was the Neil Breen movie.
Yeah.
I was laughing more in that commentary than I was in anything else that we've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And the meme of the Neil Breen is fucking phenomenal. Yeah, it was really fucking good.
That was such a good one,
might
man.
have to agree with you there. Neil Breen was just something. It was just room level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
That
just like the
monumentally badly.
Shouts to
good.
Straight Hype who gave us that
Yeah.
DVD, or else we would
Yes.
never watch that.
And I was torn too because it was so much fun getting to do the Ice Cream Man dub with Milton.
That was
And
cool. That was a cool moment.
Yeah, like our first guest on the movie dubs. So I love that. But yeah, I just when we did Neil Breen, man, and I fucking finished editing that, I was like, we have another room on our hands.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait to upload this. And in 2020, I'm looking forward to doing more Neil Breen because I know that he's the meme king. People are looking forward to all his movies, whether it be making fun of them, watching it just for the meme or whatever. Like I know that'll be another big hit. So I'm down to hop back into that.
Definitely. Excessive Force 2 might
Honorable
be
mention.
one of our best. I just think in terms of like,
Package.
yeah, like in terms of just, it's just full of just funny. Whereas Neil Breen is like, it's slow burn. There's some scenes where it's just cringe, but it's monumental. Excessive Force is just, it's so good, dude. And doing all the Star Wars original trilogy was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool to sit down, watch those again. It's been so long. Damn, Big Trouble in Little China was February last year.
Oh, Commando was really good.
Commando was so
Jackie
good.
Chan's First Strike.
We did Jackie Chan. Last year we had some butt clapping, smacking bangers.
People
but
like John Wick.
I got to give it up to Excessive Force 2. Might be my favorite, right next to Running Man was so good too. But Fateful Findings, so damn good, dude.
I'll say my runner-up was John Wick.
Interesting.
Because we actually did a good movie for once, and people still thought it was hilarious and loved it. And
you liked it because
was
we
fun.
left not wanting to kill ourselves.
yes, which is very rare when we do movie dubs.
And one that I think flew under the radar, or maybe not flew under the radar, but may not be thinking of, is Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
There's something about that one just turned out really well. All the characters were
yeah.
super funny.
Yeah,
And-
Louis was like, "Oh yeah, it's no Jason in there, so it's gonna suck."
suck.
I was like, "Is it gonna suck?" It was like one of our best.
mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
absolutely one of our best ones.
We picked it up. We all found our characters we kind of like gravitated towards.
that
we had
one's
voices
really good,
for.
dude.
yeah. There's a lot of dubbing in that one.
That
That's
was
just
funny.
some classic Jaboody dub goodness.
Oh, I love the guy who's just like in the pantry. He's like, "Watch out, it's too late now."
And they don't explain that guy.
He just walks home. Oh, I love it.
And then Randy with his ascot.
You kids 18 yet?
What's going on over here?
It's taking you so long. Thank you, everyone, for another fantastic podcast.
Thank you, patrons.
Patrons make it all possible. Guys, make sure you leave your questions on the Patreon post. Appreciate all you boys for leaving those beautiful questions.
Big
for us.
upgrades coming to the Patreon, by the way.
That's
so
right, people.
you guys are going to be very proud of what you boys have installed for you.
Big stuff coming. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.